Wheel. I don't want to go through life being a Wonder Wheel murderer.
Avast, ye scurvy dogs. I'm here to tell you that we are coming for you. We've got the guinea pigs on the ship with the eye patches and CenturyLink. We are coming for you in your shit service, you scurvy dogs. What's going on, everybody? We are hanging out with a really cool cast of panelists right here. We got two of our co-hosts hanging with us right now. Right now, our other co-host is hanging over with Stone Loki promoting his book. Good luck, Vinnie. Stone Loki and Adega, thanks for promoting Vinnie right there. He can use all the eyes on his projects to get. But let's go ahead and introduce our co-host first. Of course, as always, we got Slasher McSplitter with us. What's going on, Slasher?
Good, yo.
Short and sweet. I love this man. He just cuts right to the point. Yeah, everything's good. What up? Good to see you, man. And of course, our other co-host, we got the lovely Trina from Real Horror.
Hey, how's it going? Good to be here.
No, it's always a pleasure. It's a pleasure to have you on. And we are also joined by a good friend of ours. We got Lurch hanging out with us tonight. What's going on, Lurch?
Yeah, not much. Hey, everyone. Good to be here.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, hey, it's Vinnie.
Hey, how's it?
We were just talking about we were wishing you luck with getting promoted over there with Stone Loki and Adega, because I figured you'd probably be taking a little extra time over there. There's nothing wrong with extra promotion.
Yeah, I agree. No, it was a good time.
It's always good.
Yeah, those guys are always awesome.
And I said thanks out to him for doing that. That was really awesome. Him and Doc, once again, thanks, guys. Hope some of the guys over there stop by and check out the toy stream. But before we get started, let's go ahead and say hi to some of the awesome people hanging out in the chat. Toy Mafia, first one in the house tonight. What's going on, Toy Mafia? Good to see you. Lurch right there after him. Of course, he's up here on the panel, so I already said hi to him. I ain't going to say hi to you twice, you son of a bitch. Chaos Hoy also hanging out in the chat. What's going on, Chaos? The pigs are doing good. I'm doing good, and I hope that you're doing well too, sir. Thanks for stopping in. Slasher hanging out in the chat, also up on the panel. Papa Cotton hanging out. And what's going on, Papa? Papa doing double duties over there, hanging out with Stone Loki too, man. Modding it up. In other words, he's just sitting there and he's saying whatever he wants because he's got the wrench. Keely Chow in the house. What's up, Keely? Bad Take Boach, and also joining us in the chat this evening. What is going on, Tina? I hope that you were doing well. And we are going to go ahead and get started. Now, I know the title of the show is Why Do We Collect? But I did manage to find a workaround with CenturyLink and their absolute trash. So this is just one of the spare videos that I had put together and I had going. And this is toy related. This is kind of stuff. What?
Yeah. Before you continue, I just want to say again, thank you for everyone who did pop over on that side just to say hi as well, including you, Trina, Papa. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to, the way everything has been running. We know about the problems that AT&T has had, but surprisingly, it didn't affect me yet. But
that's good. Everything's
shit here anyway. So I don't know. Maybe I'm in the dead zone that can't be affected by the shit that they're doing to make everybody else dead zones.
You probably just have such shitty routers given to you for your area that when everybody else's good ones go down, yours are unaffected.
Right? They're
my town's like that. My town's like that. The surrounding city has the 5G, and then we still have the 4G routers on our towers. So
yeah, they just looked at it and they were like,
you can have a 5G phone, but it's lying.
They're like, why bother? It's already shit. We already got them.
Yeah. But yeah, no, you probably are on some little subgrid, basically, of like older routers or something, because you said they were switching over the grid anyway.
Yeah. We just happen to be in that spot. But the one I'm going to show off here is I do, obviously we do a lot of collecting, and that's going to be the topic of today's show. Some of the things that I do is I pick up extra toys, like maybe I'm looking for parts or maybe I'm looking for other toys to repair bots that I have. So sometimes I wind up getting these part lots, these figure part lots. And that is actually going to be one of the things I'm going to show off tonight, like some of the oddball side shit that I wind up picking up. So without further ado, here we go. And there goes Cliff Jumper, the master of the Transformers. Cliff Jumper sitting this one out. A bit too much that's going to be on the table for him this time, right, Jumper? Oh, yeah, but Jumper's saying hi, and he hopes that you enjoy this Transformers video. Along with all the bot part lots that I do pick up some extra lots of just regular Transformers, and sometimes I get some loose ones like this hot rod from the 86 Studio Series movie line. It's a really nice figure. I still haven't opened mine. I do have a full complete one in the back. This guy's missing a gun. He also comes with a saw blade arm and some kind of weird like goggles that go over top of his eyes. Really nice figure though, a decent amount of articulation, and it does look exactly like Hot Rod from the movie. So in the same lot, I got this Cyclonus. It's from 2008. I forget exactly which line it is from, but holy shit, is this one sloppy as hell. All the joints of this thing are loose as shit, and he has these very spindly looking legs. I really do not like this molding of Cyclonus very much. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but there's a lot in this one to be desired. Not all of them are winners. So we have this one from the Red series, an Optimus Prime. Don't get me wrong, it looks like the animated Optimus Prime, but the colors look very dulled, very matte. They look very boring and plain. The figure itself has this really like cheap rubbery feel to it, and then on top of that, it doesn't transform. And this is one of the things that always just irritates me. How are you going to make a Transformer that doesn't transform? Does anybody remember the Action Masters and why that failed? Yeah, because they didn't transform. Also part of that same lot, I got these ones right here. Another Blur from the 86 movie. I have at least one or two of him in the back with all his weapons. This one's missing weapons. We also got Grapple from Earthrise. I believe he's missing a few of his accessories. Maybe the weapon, maybe the grappling arm, I forget. And then we got the plain Siege Optimus with no trailer, and I believe he's also missing a weapon. And one of the last two items going to be showing off, this one also came in the same lot. This is the re-release of Autobot Blaster, the G1 version. This one is actually complete. His weapon and everything is in there. The box is just a little banged up. Here we go with our last one that was in this big lot of figures that I purchased. Of course, you already see who this is. This is the re-release of Optimus Prime. This was the Walmart one that came out, I believe it was 2019 or 2020, without his trailer. This is another one. I'm pretty sure he's missing all his accessories. Yeah, so when I actually got to looking at that Optimus Prime afterwards, he was missing everything. No hands, no blasters, no nothing.
Damn.
And it was when I looked on the package, it says 2018 that came out. I thought it was a little later than that, but 2018, like, how do you lose everything? Like, you expect somebody from the 80s to lose most of their parts, but from something that's like, less
6
than
years
5
old.
less than 5 to 6 years that they had it in their collection. Like, because I've had that thing in this house for over a year, so 5 to 6 years and they lost everything. Like, how?
Yeah, I don't understand that either. You see sometimes like, Transformers secondhand for sale and it's already missing everything, and it's a toy that you can still actually buy. Like, it's still even in stores or whatever, they're already selling it and it's just the figure. No, nothing's coming with it because they've lost it.
Yeah. Holy crap.
Hey, what's up, Adam? I see Adam in the chat hanging
Yeah.
out with Bell.
Yeah, I sent you a link, Adam, if you do want to pop in.
Papa's having a drink. Chaos Hoy is applauding Cliff
Always
Jumper. I don't get that. Whenever I take some of the photos of the pigs, sometimes they get blurry and it doesn't do it at the table. It's got to be the lighting. Chaos says he thinks he has that one too. The last one, the Prime. Yeah. It was a decent remolding, but holy shit, you talk about the short stacks on the Optimus Primes. So when they did that 2009 one, they had shortened the stacks by a considerable amount. On this one, the stacks are almost non-existent. Like, they go all the way down to would be the smokestack covering of the piping. So there's literally no exhaust piping coming up at all.
They had to cheap out somewhere. Because didn't you say that was the main difference between the original and the 2009 was that he had the shorter exhaust pipes, and then then his hands were also like bulged out, is what you were saying. Also,
well, yeah, they went with the bloated design because like early on, the very early Takara releases, they had what was called the bloated fists.
Yeah,
and then they scaled them back and they made them a little bit smaller, and they made the weapon a little smaller, along with the MIG welder or gas pump, whatever you want to call it. They made that a little bit smaller as well. And then when they did the 2009, they gave it the bloated version again, which I like the bloated version. I think it's pretty cool. But
yeah, so that's the original hand. So yeah, the only thing they really did change over the original was that they shortened the smokestacks.
No, pretty interesting stuff. The hot rod figure is one of the ones that like I said, I have them in the back. I actually think I have a couple of them because somehow I bought two of them. I don't know how. Really nice looking figure. Just it's nice to sometimes have these loose ones. You can see how good they are before you even open up the real package. And just this one, just a loose one with just the one gun, really nice figure. Like feels solid in hands and everything, and it's got a fair amount of articulation. Yeah, it's the 86 line.
Yeah. That one looked really good. I hadn't seen it really out of the box, but yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's beautiful looking. It's beautiful looking. I really got to set something up. I think I'm going to take a hand with the stop animation. I think I'm going to do Hot Rod and Cup, and then maybe get one of the Alicons coming out of the water to try to get to them.
Right.
try to recreate the movie scene.
Yeah, I was going to say recreate the scene. Yeah, that's what I was just my mind was
that's goddamn.
I figured that's what you were going for.
That'd be a week or better of filming now.
Yeah. Yeah, stop motion isn't actually as quick as you'd think because you have to take a million little photos and then make them into a movie.
Now, luckily, I've got an app to do most of the work for me, but even then, woof.
Yeah. I'm assuming it's a lot of work.
But I did manage to get 2 other clips uploaded, but I mean, it's up to you, Vinny. Do you want to get straight into the discussion about collecting?
I got a couple of things to show too. I can start with the shorts.
Okay, go for it.
This was funny. This one actually got over 3,000 views. I'm like, okay,
that's awesome.
Yeah, I saw a couple of WWE figures out there, so I had to crack a couple of jokes.
Oh God, that's stupid for Luke.
I wonder if they're gonna release a new McMahon with pooping action. Look, the guy who likes pee videos, his figure's on sale. This guy's dumb.
Yeah.
Wow, $8.98, huh?
Yeah, it was quiet, but yeah, I said, yeah, I wonder if they're gonna release this McMahon figure with pooping action.
He's a good wrestler.
Well, shouldn't they just do one of those Christmas things like they have the reindeers that poop out little jelly beans?
They should, right? Holy crap! And yeah, like I said too, that Brock Lesnar figure, all of his merchandise is on like massive sales everywhere, and they like pulled it from all the stores. Yeah, I said, yeah, I mean,
yes, he's on the verge of being Benoit very soon from existence.
Yeah, but there's also some other legal matter that he's in the middle of with TKO. So I don't know what else is going on, but apparently
they took him out the new game, like that 40 years of WrestleMania and stuff. I guess he's not even going to be in the game now.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
What up,
I'm sorry, that's BS. Like, I understand there's stuff going on now, but it shouldn't affect the last 40 years.
Yeah,
you know, because of something of today. I'm just saying.
But we all know that's exactly how cancel culture works.
That's how it works today.
And we said it last night on E-Tips. I don't like the guy. I've never liked the guy.
Yep.
But at the same token, that just erase him from all existence because of accusations made. Now, I mean, if these accusations are true, even then, okay, yeah, you know what? He should definitely be treated like a pariah. But once again, you should not erase him from existence. Don't erase everything.
Don't you know how it works? All good deeds are immediately erased as soon as they decide to cancel you. That's just how it works.
Yeah,
you have a lifetime of being a great person, even, and then as soon as you are, deemed to be canceled, then that's
not even canceled though. They just bring up the words and you're automatically even when you're proven innocent. It doesn't even matter. That's the problem with it.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of what a lot of cancel culture is. Even if they don't get deplatformed, people just never stop slandering them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's crazy. But yeah, I agree. Don't go back and erase shit. If you don't want them in the new stuff, and they'll leave them out of the new stuff. But
exactly, yeah. Just move on. Move on.
if that's the
But
case,
it's
then are they?
Yeah,
If that's the total case, then are they going to scrap every bit of footage of Vince McMahon ever
No,
since
they've
he's
already
been with the
announced they're
company?
not going to do that. Slash,
I
they
know, but
can't.
I'm just saying, like, if they're going to go to the that length, you know, they
Yeah,
might as
but
well
they
go
are
the whole
trimming the
hog.
fat.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
From what
Yeah,
I
they're
heard,
not.
they are trimming the fat. If there's segments that they don't need, that's just McMahon. They're starting to erase those. But
Yeah,
if he's like
Sean
he's
used to do
involved in,
stuff like that, kill
yeah, if he's
somebody and
involved
then
in something
erase them
bigger.
from all their photos.
Oh, you mean like him calling Cena the N word, or him making Trish Stratus bark like a dog in the ring, stuff like that?
These people are freaks.
I
They're
mean,
freaks.
we'll see once the network goes to the other sinful place. I just forgot its name.
All right.
Netflix.
We're done talking about WWE. Moving
Here
on.
we are. Yep.
Hey,
This
Tommy, real quick. Lesnar brought you a little bit of happiness because remember, we were laughing when he was throwing people out of the Royal Rumble a few years ago. That was funny.
Like he don't like him at all. Look, this
No,
is
he
Terry from Final
Terry
Fight.
Bogard, right?
Yeah, it was a pretty cool amiibo I saw in the store. I didn't get it, but he looks good.
Yeah.
When
That's
I
an
have my
amiibo?
points-
Oh, I see the stand now. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I thought he looked fantastic, though.
Yeah.
If I could use my points for
For a
next month,
mass-produced
I
figure,
might
it looks
get
really
them,
good.
but I think they're too expensive. $15 plus tax is too much for something like
Yeah, those amiibos look really awesome, and they're cool if you use them, you know, like for their intended purpose.
this. Yeah.
But yeah, I think $15 is a bit steep.
It
Well,
is.
someone gave me 2 amiibos. I don't have the what did you have to use it with? I forgot what you
The
you even
Switch.
had to use it with. Yeah, I don't even have a Switch, but I have 2 amiibos. Someone gave them to me. So.
Oh,
All
cool.
right,
Which
I'm
ones do you have?
I have the pixelated Mario from the first one,
Oh,
and I
pixelated
have
Mario.
That's
and
cool.
Rob the
Yeah,
Robot.
that's funny.
What was the last one?
Rob the Robot.
Oh, cool.
What's that from?
It was one of the first accessories for the system. Yeah, hold on,
Oh.
I got it right here. You'll see.
Yeah,
And,
you see them for sale
real
occasionally.
quick, hold on. What's going on, King of Squibs? Good to see you, man.
What's up? That's cool. Yeah, I have a couple of them, and Chris had given me 2 or 3 of them, and he told me like how it kind of worked because I didn't know. I had gotten that Breath of the Wild game, and apparently you could use them for that. Which I did. It was pretty cool. You get different weapons and
Rob the Robot.
Yeah.
Oh, let's pull you up.
Awesome.
Okay, yeah.
You don't,
Yeah,
Trina,
you
you
see
don't
him
remember
for
this
sale.
guy?
I knew what he was, but
What's
Yeah, I
that?
remember him now.
You don't remember this guy, Trina?
Yep,
He's one
I
of the
remember.
first accessories.
Yep.
He only it was so stupid because you could only use him for like 2 games, I think.
Yeah. That's awesome.
yeah, it came out with an accessory and then didn't offer really anything that it supports.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool though.
They did that all the time though, all the way up until PS2.
The cool
Like,
thing about this
all the
thing, though,
companies
is
did.
the
Not,
cool thing
I know
about
the
this
PS2
thing,
isn't Nintendo.
it doesn't say
up till that
Nintendo
era.
on it. It doesn't say Nintendo on it. It says it says Famicom on it. So this is like it's supposed to be
Yeah,
the
well,
Japanese one.
Yeah, the Famicom is what they
Yeah,
called it originally.
That's what I'm saying. That's why
that's cool.
he's got
Oh,
red
nice.
on him.
I see.
he's got red arms.
Chaos was talking about he's got a Pix Mario and Link, and he says he has a whole lot of Zelda ones.
Oh, I'd love
That's
to
cool.
see him.
What's that?
Me?
Yeah, what did you say?
I'd love to see those.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. I have 2 of them, which are pretty cool. One from the new game, where he's got his hands all blue and it's out towards us, but like his tunic thing is like kind of blown in the wind. You know, like a little hooded cape thing.
Yeah.
Which is it's nice how they did that. And then they have like the classic with the green tunic and like the beige pants with the was the Master Sword.
Yep.
That's pretty neat.
Hey,
but
DVB, what's going on, man? Doing
What's
okay. I
up?
hope that you
What's
are
up?
too.
hell yeah. And I did check out Target again real quick. I had to get that Vincent Price one, and I'm glad I did because it was the last one they had. But I saw something new. They had a Wednesday Addams, which I guess from the Netflix series, but it looked pretty good for what it is. I didn't get it, but I at least filmed it for people who are curious. There's the Jigsaw. He's out.
Oh, you like that one?
Yeah, they had a couple of him. Yeah, that one I had to snatch up. I was there for something else. I'm like, I can't spend more. I wanted to get others, but I'm like, I can't. They had a couple of Supermans as well. We still had him.
Are you going back to that store anytime soon?
I usually
Superman is all over the damn place.
Yeah. Oh, you can't find him yet?
No, I think she said she couldn't find them because I see Superman and the Joker constantly. They're always lining the pegs at my stores.
I haven't actually been out to go look, but I will, and I'll let you know. But if you're going to the store, let me know.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give you the heads up, or next time I'm in there, I'll give you.
Hey, Vinnie, I'll put your mind at ease. If somehow she ends up getting one, then I'll just buy it off of you.
Okay.
All right. So then that way, just in case.
Cool. All right. That works. Next
There
time
you
I go,
go.
if I see him, I'll grab him. Awesome. But yeah, see, collectors looking out for one another. That's what we got to do. I didn't know
collectors are nothing if we're not enablers to other collectors.
Right.
Exactly. That way we're not alone, Tommy.
Yeah, it's a bad habit.
So that Wednesday Adams, is that NECA too from the same Toonie Terrors?
Yep.
So they changed the color of the boxes again. Cool. See, I like that. They kind of
themed it. Yeah.
They change all the boxes like every so many waves of figures that they do. That you'll see the color of the boxes change. Like the first wave, I think was blue, or no, it was purple, and I think the second one was blue. And then they changed it again after that to something else, and now it looks like that might be a new wave, and they're going with a darker purple.
Well, that's specifically for her because it has the stripes.
Okay.
Because the Jigsaw, he has the red. Like they're theming them more towards the character.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because you remember before, like most of them, it was like a blue background for all of them, or a purple background, and they were doing that for the waves. That's how you tell which one
real quick.
picked up. That's how I seen the different ashes. Like when I seen Ash in the store, I remember it was a blue background, and I seen one with a purple background. I was like, why's that one got a purple? And I look and I see the blood splatter all over it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's cool though when they do the variants like that. Yeah, they change up more than just the figure. That's a good touch. That's what I dig. But yeah, so he had more of like the red and the black.
I need him too.
Yeah, he looked good.
Vincent, he's awesome. I need that.
Yeah, he looks really good. But Tommy, didn't you get this one for him?
I got to go back and get it.
Oh, okay.
Because I couldn't remember if she'd picked it up or not. I remember she said she was interested, but I found another one she was interested in, grabbed that first because it was the only one in the store.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, yeah. I just noticed something too, though. Like, his right where that line is. So that up is red and black, and then down is different. So it's more geared towards him. But yeah, the other one, that Wednesday Addams one, it was like all purple and completely all the way down. And Superman, his is very specific as well.
Mm-hmm.
See the Joker? I got him on the wall.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and the Joker has more green.
For the characters.
Yeah. Yeah, the Superman has the red burst behind him, and the Joker has the green one that's behind them.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
That looks really good. So, yeah. In fact, like if you're in dire need, I didn't open mine yet, so I could even send you that one, and then next time I go, just grab another one for myself.
Oh, that's
these
cool.
would make for nice inbox collectibles. So if you were just going to leave them on the box, in the box and put them on a wall or something,
for sure.
Yeah.
Real quick. DVB says an old friend of his told him how he started collecting micro versions of old school Transformer characters. Made me think of you and your channel. And he says, "Have you seen those micro Transformers?" I do remember seeing the World's Smallest, and there was also another version where they had like Optimus Prime and everything, but they were micro size. I did see them before, and I did see that they were like a third-party company was doing it. And I've always said this about third-party companies. Some of those damn third-party companies make things that are absolutely amazing. Like later on, maybe I'll see if I can pull up a picture of that Gatling gun I was telling Vinnie about the other night. Like that thing is just amazing looking. It's it's a working plastic pellet firing Gatling gun that transforms into a robot. from a
I
third-party
definitely-
company.
I definitely want to
That's
see
cool.
that. That's going to be awesome.
But yeah,
Um,
some of the third-party Transformers are beyond anything that Hasbro is currently doing or ever plans to.
For sure. I do have a full figure review. I don't know if you want to, if anyone else wants to go next, or if you guys want me to just show it.
Nobody? Anybody? Bueller?
Bueller.
Bueller?
If
Go
not,
for
then-
it.
all right.
Fine.
All right. I did.
All right, real quick, just say hi to Luffy is God. What's going on,
Oh,
Luffy?
what's up,
Good
Luffy?
to see you.
Yeah.
Don't know. Haven't talked to him in a while. He's had an attitude problem or something. So
Yeah, I wondered whatever happened to him. I assumed it was something.
But yeah, I did pull the trigger on another Valaverse figure. The only other one I had was a Sergeant Slaughter. That's before I got the Hasbro one, which again, it is a beautiful figure. There's some differences for sure. Obviously, the Hasbro one I think is a better figure, but the other one still has a lot of great things about it. But I decided to get a female figure, and I'll show you this one.
I was going to
Which
say,
I-
I saw a Sergeant Slaughter figure once that the only thing he came with was his hat. Other than that, it was just the figure.
Oh, that's
I
weird.
laughed. I laughed so hard. It was just like that's all it came with.
That's crazy. But yeah, this is Gemini from the Valaverse Action Force line, which is, again, there's like their G.I. Joe stuff, and holy crap, this was a really cool figure. Yeah, so here's the packaging for it. Again, they did it the right way. That's what you want. You want a window. You want to see what you're buying.
Right.
I don't have the comic books, so I don't know the full stories, but there is a little info in the back. And they talk about this character. Well, apparently she's some kind of like a bookworm, and something happened where she had to get into a fight, and she was like an animal on the field. So they wanted to put her like out there on the field instead of just behind a computer. So she's got almost like a split personality type
Yeah,
thing.
she's definitely not an OG figure.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
that I know,
definitely not.
but still a really nice one for sure. I do break down some of the stuff because I know what they were doing and to kind of cut corners, and I was okay with it because it is different enough. But so yeah, I love the accessories that this one comes with, all the different hands, the weapons, and that you could take off the military vest as well, which is really cool. So,
Yeah.
But overall, this is a really nicely done piece. The sculpt work is fantastic on it. The hair is amazing. My minor gripe is that the face could have been prettier. It was a little on the ugly side, but it's the expression that they're putting on as well. I get it. This is why I didn't get it right away. I had waited a while, and I'm like, you know what? The other one's sold out, so I kind of do want this thing. And in person, it's a lot better. Under the lights, it kind of washes out a little bit though too. But
It is funny how that works sometimes, and with a lot of toys, they look better. They look like they'll be nicer when you see the photo, but then they arrive and they're not. And then other ones are the other way around, where they kind of look cheap or whatever, and then you actually get a hold of it and you realize it's actually not that bad.
Papa is very interested in her, and he wants to know who it is.
Yeah. Well, you got to follow the conversation.
He's getting worked up. He needs a name.
I just told you it was Gemini. That's her name. She's from the Valaverse Action Force line, and this is it more like an independent creator who pretty much did his own G.I. Joe line. He got the rights or whatever, and he's doing his Action Force stuff. And I think they did a fantastic job. These things keep selling out on their website and on Big Bad Toy Store. And these guys are really stepping it up. They're doing a big vehicle as well. And it's not like that stupid Hasbro Pulse shit. I don't think I'm going to be getting it because it's way out of my price range, but it's still cool that they're doing it.
And that's one of the things we were talking about before when we were talking about Valaverse like a while ago.
Yeah,
I've seen a few of these guys that are always like promoting these things, and they're showing like how amazing these figures look, but they always keep saying the same thing. They are on the pricey side.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand you pay a little bit more for quality, but holy shit, is that quality seeming just a little bit above what it should be. Just
a little bit, but again, I think when like they first came out too, they were around $24. They're around 30 now, plus the shipping. So yeah, I mean, and again, like if you're getting a few of them, you'll be saving on shipping that way. But at the same time, I know money's tight right now. That's why I haven't gotten a bunch of these things. This is only the second one I've ever picked up. I'm not planning on getting too many more if I do get more. But I was very impressed with this one. And again, the joints are super tight on it. So and it comes with a base on top of it. All G.I. Joes don't come with a base. And it's sturdy enough where you could have them doing a side kick or something, and it'll keep the pose. That's how sturdy the joints are. So my hat goes off to them on that. It's quality. It's quality plastic. The joints are great. They're seamless, double jointed, or pinless rather. I think they did a great job. And a lot of this stuff is compatible with the G.I. Joe classifieds.
Well, here's the most important thing. And this is one thing I've never heard anybody talk about, and all the people that do Valaverse figures. Mm-hmm. Did you see any warpage on any of the accessories?
Nope. No warpage. Because they're in the proper packaging. They're not loose in a bag, rolled up, and thrown in a freaking Foot Locker. It's in plastic, and it's taped down. You're not going to get warpage or any weird shit. That's what I mean. They did it the right way. So it was really cool, and I wanted to support someone more on the independent side as well. It's another reason I'm like, you know what, screw it. I want to get this thing, and I'm happy that I did. It is awesome, and you could mix and match these figures with other stuff as well. Like I said, perfect for the G.I. Joe classified line. If you're looking for more
it would fit in good with a Predator too. Like if you're doing a Predator diorama.
Yeah,
I think
the
so.
NECA Predators and stuff.
Absolutely, yeah. Since those tower over them, it's like the right scale.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is you'd want the Predator to be taller.
Yep, really good stuff. So I am happy about that. And like I said, I was saying with kind of what they do. This exact mold, the entire body,
AR style rifle. Pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool that they did that. But the entire body is they use the same mold as their other female figure, Pandora, which she looks like one of the Dreadnoks. She's like half her head is shaved. She's the one that sold out like immediately. People really love that figure, and they did put it with their G.I. Joes. But it is the same exact body, but the paint job's completely different, and they have a different vest, slightly different accessories, and obviously the different head. And they came up with another character pretty much like it works. My hat goes off to them because a lot of times we've seen G.I. Joes do that as well. They'll use the same mold on figures and they'll just change a couple of things or paint jobs. But again, more independent type people.
Blast effects, that's cool.
Yeah, it does. Although it's a little bit tighter, so you might need to heat it up. I didn't push it all the way because I know like that little yellow pin could separate. And I didn't want
Vinnie, don't ruin her for everybody else.
Well, that's it. Sometimes you got to warm them up in a better way. Anyway,
with no Vaseline.
That blast effect had Peroni. It was bending down.
So Vinnie, is this toy? Is this like connected to a cartoon, a movie, or comics or something like that?
They have a comic book series right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's kind of one of the questions I want to grab real quick before I forget about it. So, Papa God, that's a joke. Yeah, well, technically, over in Britain and a few other places, Action Force was the name of GI Joe over there, and that's
they're not going to market that line. Same. I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Yeah, and what's going on, Time Prophet? Good to see you, man.
What's up, man?
Hey, Time Prophet.
Yeah, Time Prophet brings up something good. Yeah, you could use it for Alien too.
You could, absolutely. Well, that's why I didn't mind so much.
Really fitting the aesthetic of the figure, like the way
they did a beautiful job,
reminiscent of that movie.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I dig. Like you guys said, it works with multiple lines of figures. So yeah, get it in there. It'll work in any of those kind of dioramas and those with those figures. Cool thing here. Okay, so I didn't see this. I saw a couple other people doing reviews, and I wanted to show this is how you take off the vest if you do want to take it off and swap accessories and things, because that's the cool thing about Valaverse. They do have accessory packs too, so if you want to change the look of your figures, you could do that, and they're all compatible. So that's really nice.
Is that a Gemini tattoo on the back of her neck?
It is. That's another good effect, and it's on her vest as well in the front. So, like I said, they did a really good job, and that's the type of joint that you need in these figures. Do the ball joint at the diaphragm up there and at the waist. That way you have full range of motion, no ugly T joints that break up the sculpt. You know, that's the way it works. And yeah, I want to show her next to Zorana as well, so you could see you know, how they scale. And again, they're pretty much perfect. So they work. If you want them in there, you could definitely do that. A good attention to detail all around. Like I said, I'm very impressed with them. And I did swap out her head as well. So if you don't want that head, you could do either another G.I. Joe, or you could do like Marvel Legends, because it's similar to Hasbro, the ball joints that they use. So not everything's gonna work, but yeah, and that's the cool thing too. This is what I love about the base that they have. There's actually 4 pegs in that base, so you could put extra figures on there and have like a fighting sequence if that's what you want to do. That's how you want to display them on the shelf. I just did something real quick just to kind of slap it together, but just to show you what you could do, you know. And they hold. The pegs are perfect for the G.I. Joes as well. And here's a head swap I did because I just kind of wanted to show you guys what you could do.
Is that Emma Frost?
Yeah, the Walgreens exclusive one. Again, I think that is the best head sculpt that Marvel Legends ever released. That thing it's beautiful. The paint job's incredible, and it's way better in person as well. So
her face looks good. Like
They're
usually,
able to swap heads from a different toy line.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I wasn't sure. That's what I assumed you were implying. I assumed that head wasn't for that. It doesn't.
Yeah. That's And but here's the thing though, the joint's a little bit different. It's loose. It's kind of just resting on her ball joint right now. But if you got like the sticky tack, you could put that just fine as well. And
I think people forget about sticky tack. It's a useful thing. It doesn't really, like, as far as I know, ruin anything. Like,
it won't ruin anything, and it's like stronger than tape, and you could just it just comes off easily too. So,
but whatever you do, never put ticky tack down on a diorama piece that you haven't coated yet.
Oh no!
I made that mistake when I was doing the Food Fighters. I used ticky tack. I used ticky tack to kind of hold them when they were like falling over. Yeah, you know, because you had to shoot it in so many frames, and it actually pulled some of the damn paint up, and I had to retouch a bunch of spots of the paint on the diorama.
Yeah,
clear
that
coating
part
is coming
next. Too. I was only thinking of the bottom of the their feet and things like that, so I wasn't thinking of the fact that whatever surface they're stuck to, it might take some of that with it.
No, Trina, I didn't pose them like that. Oh shit! But like I said, overall excellent figure. I do recommend this company. Not having like a male figure and a female one from them, I could say both the quality on them and the joints, the accessories, swapping out hands, everything is great.
I like the gun accessories. They look pretty damn accurate for being just little molds, because that's a lot of detail to get into such a tiny little thing.
I agree, man. Yeah. And I know a lot of these figures are harder to get for sure. If you check on eBay, some of like their first waves, I think this is the 4th series. The other ones, they're going for like $150 a figure now, because I guess they're so limited. So they're giving you some like second chance at getting these. Right now, I think on their website, there's a few that you could grab, but
I was gonna say, even some of the classified weapons don't look that realistic. Like, that really does look pretty damn good, pretty damn accurate to a real gun. I mean, because the GI Joe stuff sometimes, it's meant to have a little bit of element of fantasy in it. So they don't always make them in the precise likeness of an actual gun that you can go buy.
Yeah.
You can literally go buy a gun that looks identical to the one you sold.
Exactly. Some are, and then others aren't. They put extra little gimmicky fun things and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what was always cool about them.
Yep. And it works too. Like the Dreadnoks, they have very specific weapons as well, things that you don't really see in the real world. But then they'll have
they have makeshift weapons.
Yeah. In the Outback, that's what they do.
That's what I always liked about them.
Yeah.
Shit you've never seen before.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know. I think a little bit more credence just got lended to Trina's scissoring theory, because Papa's sure she comes with a girlfriend.
She comes with a girlfriend.
And
that's great.
DVB, yeah, I did a stop animation with the food fighters. I forget if it was last week or the week before on Collectable Past. It was a pretty short one. Eventually, I will put it up as a video too. It was, I thought it was just hilarious, even though it was relatively short.
Yeah, you gotta put that up as its own thing because it's so good.
It is.
Yeah, and it was last week.
That was last week. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you haven't yet, to be honest.
That's because, well,
Well,
I think same thing I'm dealing with right now. I have a memory like a time machine, and you know what? My wife keeps telling me it's useless information. Nobody wants to hear about it. I said, really? We run the toy stream talking about it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's great.
But I got one other thing to show off. Unless you got something else.
One topic in this world that everybody will care about.
No, not everybody's going to care about it.
Like, that's what I mean. Is to some extent, I guess there can be useless information, but if you're just looking for mass appeal, it's like obviously you can pick the thing that's the most appealing to the masses or whatever. But no matter what you're talking about, there will be somebody that doesn't care.
Exactly. Well, that's the thing, and I made this statement once before. Useless information is only useless to those that are not interested in it.
Yep.
But somebody always finds it interesting. So I do have a short, it's a short new segment that I'm going to be playing around with for Collectable Past, because that's what the guinea pig does. The guinea pig always thinks of new stuff to add. So let me know what you think of this, Vinnie.
Seen this sitting over here. I don't think this is actually in the right place. Huggable Trina. Shaking action. What does it do? I cannot get this thing to work. Whatever. I guess it shakes and everything. Pretty weird. Another Walmart, another set of WWE superstars. Shawn Michaels. $1 Million Man. I have that one. It was pretty cool. And they got Mankind. And they got anybody else interesting? They got Typhoon, Shango, and that's just about it. Got a bunch more of these classic turtles sitting here. Got another Gecko, Baxter Stockman, Ray Fillet, Bebop, Shredder. And they got some of the movie star turtles, Bebop. But you notice the price is a lot higher here in Target than it is in Walmart.
Pretty cool, but I don't know what you were doing to that one.
Yeah. While you finally screamed, I was trying to get the damn thing to work. I couldn't figure out how to get it to work at all.
I like how they tried.
He has memory like a colander.
I like how they tried to make a lovable stuffed animal out of a character that's a murderer.
Yeah.
I know. I love that.
They did a Jason one. NECA did as well. And I only seen it once, and then I never seen it again.
That would be awesome if, like, you hug him and he goes, shh, 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 shh.
That'd be smart.
Dude.
They got the Gizmo, and he does the singing.
Yeah, but Gizmo's also not a mass murderer.
Yeah, true, but still.
That's only when you get him wet and feed him after midnight.
Yeah, you split
like
hairs there, like Adam said.
Papa sees
Gizmo's not doing the murdering, but Gizmo's not doing the murdering. His offspring are.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, doesn't that make him an accessory?
Yeah.
He's not the one who asked to have Corey Feldman drop a fucking glass of water on him, like a moron.
Yeah, but if they feed him after midnight, he could definitely become a killer.
Yeah, I wonder why he was never tempted to eat after midnight.
Well, they kept food away from him, didn't they?
That was the thing, was he was somewhat like a pet. Although he was somewhat sentient, you had to like keep food away from him. So he was like a dog or whatever. You had to do certain things.
But he's an
unless
alien,
he was just a Boy Scout who like knew how to do everything the right way. You know, he followed the rules.
Yeah.
Time Prophet, show us.
I was gonna say, I'm assuming we're talking about Gremlins, right?
There you go, Trina.
Yes, I love that. Right.
Oh man, excellent.
It's not my fault. It really isn't. The damn thing wouldn't work. I got frustrated. That's why I threw it to the back of the shelf. I don't even know how much the damn thing cost. It was in complete wrong section. It was over in the Lego section. But I did want to point out on that Toy Hunt video, $11.99 for the turtles at Target. They're $9.99 in Walmart. And it's the same thing with that RC Godzilla. I seen the RC Godzilla at Target for $59.
Oh,
and
that
I was
light
gonna
up
put that-
ones?
The light up. What there's a light up
that was
Godzilla.
awesome.
He stomps and all that
Yeah.
stuff. He's got tail whipping action, all that
That's
shit.
awesome.
$59 at Target, yet it was only $45 in Walmart. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
my Walmart didn't have any more of them. They were out of stock. Imagine why. I mean,
Mhm.
that thing
Walmart
must
is
be pretty
often
good.
a little bit cheaper than Target, but not always.
How tall is that Godzilla?
It looks like it's at least a foot tall,
Oh.
roughly. I mean, that's
cool.
just guessing from looking at it. Might be just
That-
under a foot, but
That price ain't bad for one that walks and screams. That screams,
exactly.
right? That's the
Yeah,
scream.
yeah. Sound effects, lights,
And the smoke, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Fucking awesome.
Well, I don't know if it smokes. It does. It lights up there because it said lights, sound, tail
Walks.
whipping action, and stomping action with the feet.
I saw one on YouTube. I want to see maybe a week and a half ago or something. One of the shorts, and someone had that. It was lighting up. It was stomping. I don't know if it's the same exact one. It might be, but it had that. I guess you put some water in it and it could do that smoke effect.
No,
Just
maybe
like,
it does.
Yeah.
It
like
does.
Bowser, like the Bowser figure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I showed that in our chat, that wicked cool Godzilla. Yeah, that he had.
Maybe that's where I saw it.
Yeah, that was so cool. I don't know where that is though.
Yeah, that was cool. I
Hey,
wonder
what's-
if that's the same one.
What's going on, Gap? Good to see you, man.
Does everybody else hear Trina with ambience and echo?
Yeah, I always echo off of Slasher's computer for some reason.
Hmm.
I don't know why. It's
If
only
he doesn't have headphones in, that would be why.
No, I have had one.
yeah. It's always with Slasher. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I had to start wearing headphones, was because it used to reverberate like that.
Wonder if I start moving Trina around, if that'll make a difference. I mean, just move her away from Slasher on the
Move
panel.
her
That'll make a
around.
difference.
Yeah, that's totally gonna fix it.
That's funny.
Unplug it for 10 seconds and plug it back in again.
It almost seems like a
You know,
purposeful acoustic effect because it doesn't really sound like a glitch. It just almost sounds like a constant thing, like you're using a synthesizer software or something. But obviously, I assumed it was just a bug or whatever was happening. But yeah, it's kind of an interesting effect.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's only with It's only when me and Slasher are together.
That's funny.
Yeah, okay. Can we get past this already?
Are you running him down without proof, Trina? How dare you?
Unbelievable.
Cancel
It's cancel
Slasher.
culture.
Oh, Papa. I sure hope not. Actually, what are they going to do? That I was trying to get the stupid thing to work and it wouldn't work? Go ahead, upload it, you sons of bitches. You'll never get me alive. Oh, man. Yeah, Funko Pops are so dumb. I've never been a fan of Funko Pops, but luckily Trina had one to send me that I was able to redirect her to my daughter for her birthday, and she loved the holy shit out of it.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
good. I'm glad she liked it. Yeah,
I
that was
was-
really cool.
I was hoping you would fucking grab the BB gun and take that shit in the backyard.
No, that was so cool for that. Did you show Slasher it?
I hate
No,
Funko Pops.
no, I pretty much just wrapped it up and sent it to her.
It was a big Cthulhu. It was cool. It was really cool.
Nice.
I am very anti Funko Pop.
I am too now. I only held on to a few that are from Smallville that I just can't part with.
That Gap is making insinuations. You don't want all your favorite characters and fantasized. I understand. I understand
Yeah.
completely. It was kind of like with the bobbleheads. There are certain characters just look really retarded as
Yeah,
bobbleheads.
it
That's-
was funny at first. I remember thinking they were hilarious at first, but yeah, it's like the Funko Pops. You can overdo it.
Wicked overdone. And yes, it was cool, Popeye. It was really cool.
No, I don't like Funko Pops, but even I thought that one was pretty cool looking when I took a look at it. So I mean, that's saying something, because I have a couple of Transformer ones
I'm
that
the
somebody
same way.
gave me, and I hate the living shit out of these things, and I want to get rid of them.
Yeah,
I
I
had
don't
a
like
friend-
many
I had
of
a
them. Only occasionally did they look any good.
I had a friend that had a shit ton of them. I'm not kidding. He had fucking glass display case
Yeah.
and multiple shelves with them.
There's probably
And
people with warehouses of them because
I-
they were initially thought to gain a bunch
I
of
will
value.
say, like looking at a couple of them, I did get a chuckle seeing the Punisher with the Punisher one. He had 2 guns in his hands. That was pretty funny. The Venom one was funny, but it's nothing. I wouldn't get them. I wouldn't want to get, or even get them out. I wouldn't want them as a gift. I guess if I got them as a gift, I'd be like, oh, thank you. But
Apparently, you get Funko Pops made in the likeness of almost anything, so it might be just a quick source for like a product.
I
for a
believe
channel.
it. They've made
Like if you
fucking
wanted to
Funko
do,
Pops of everything.
Yeah, like Tommy as a Transformer and have the Funko Pop produce them. I don't know. Just some merchandise you could sell to promote your channel. I don't know.
The only way I would even be interested in any kind of Funko Pop is if they made all the collective. That would be the only thing that would interest me. The rest of it,
That's kind of what I was talking about. That's what I see Funko Pop as, is like shirt makers and stuff like that. I see.
Well, I think
it's
do
for advertising. Basically, you hire them, and then they make some stuff.
Well, they do that for individuals too, from what I understand. They will make custom pieces. Yeah,
it's kind of what I was getting at. I saw somebody that was acting like he was going to try to have one made for his channel, and I'm like, that's actually that gives those things a use. It's a funny use for them, because otherwise they just end up making them in every character's likeness, and they get a little old.
Hey, what's going on, Soul Assassin? Y'all are nerds. Worse, y'all are toy nerds. You say that as if it's a bad thing. Time Prophet answers right back. Tommy is not a toy nerd. He's a real nerd. And Frankie, what's up, Frankie? I'd love to bring funking pops to a shooting range.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're still too expensive. Once they crash completely and you can get just buckets of them for a few bucks, that's when they'll become targets, and I'll probably upload a video.
Yeah.
But there are certain toys that are way too expensive to shoot.
When are they taking them to the desert to give them the Atari treatment?
I thought that they were doing that. Yeah, remember there was like an article that came out that like
a while back.
Yeah, but that I guess that never happened because the Newbury Comics that I go to, the local kind of like collectible shop, they're full of Funkos. And they're getting new ones in, so I don't. Was that article bullshit or something?
Get the dump truck.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Get the dump truck and head it to Nevada.
They're always at the Books A Million. Like, it looks like none of them even move.
Yeah.
All you have to do is put your hand on top of them, see how much dust is on them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hasbro will probably go down before Funko. I don't know. That's why they're making all those deals with other companies so they can try to freaking stay above water.
Yeah, because they alone lost $8 billion this past year.
Yeah, and it's all their own fault. It's all their own fault. They're overpricing themselves right out of existence. Same thing like that one article we were talking about in ETEPS or right after the show with Pepsi and Frito-Lay. They're pricing themselves right out of the market. Major food chains are saying, nope, we're not going to carry your product anymore. It's too much.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is that Hasbro has a reputation as being cheap. If they could ever get rid of that reputation, then people might pay more for it. But because they are a $1 billion company, in theory, they could restructure, make really high-end products, get rid of that reputation, and, kind of charge... Basically, make a decent figure, charge $50 or whatever.
I mean,
for it, and then...
that's the thing, though, Lurch. They are still making some good, high quality stuff, but the problem is they're not doing it consistently, and it's sporadic.
Yeah, exactly, and so it doesn't change the reputation. People still just think Hasbro and they think cheap toys.
Well, it doesn't matter. You could put out 10 toys that are excellent. It's that one bad toy that's going to give you the bad reputation. It's the same thing. Vinnie and I have talked about this forever about NECA. Most of the NECA figures I've gotten, and I've got crates filled with NECAs in the back. Like, I don't even know how many the number is up to, but it's well over 50 some odd NECA figures. Easy.
And the NECA figures are always pretty impressive. The only thing I've noticed is sometimes they reuse molds too many times, and that's
Well, it's not even that. I've had a few where, you know, like maybe a piece of the accessory, like it was a Terminator figure, the gun loop or the trigger finger, the trigger guard rather. Trigger guard broke on the shotgun. And he was the first one I ever had a problem with anything breaking on. And then I didn't have any problems with any other NECAs until I got to the one that they constantly reuse the mold every Christmas. It's a Stripe and Gizmo 2-pack. So Stripe is dressed up like Santa Claus. It comes with a little mini Gizmo and a bag and a candy cane and a few other things. Well, they've reused the mold so many times that it literally starts falling apart. Literally, when I tried to move Stripe's arm, it literally just came right out of the socket. And you can tell how it was like all mangled when it came out, and it would not go back in. So it wound up going back to the store. And that was actually my first disappointing experience with NECA. And I've read and heard about horror stories from everybody else where they said limbs constantly fall off. I've never seen it, so I can't talk about it until I've seen it. But I did finally see it with that Stripe figure. But once again, I equate that to the reuse of the same mold every single year around Christmas time.
That's kind of what I was saying, is that's the only complaint with NECA that I've ever heard consistently, is that apparently they need to throw out some of those old molds before it hurts their reputation, and that's about it.
Yeah, because what they would do, they would use part of that old mold, and like some of the Terminator figures, like they'd reissue them, but they'd change like the crotch and leg area, like they put articulation into it, and then they re-release them and go, oh yeah, let's get a brand new figure again, and here's the ultimate version of it. And it's like, no, you re-release something that you already had, and you just made slight modifications so you could charge more money on it.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And that's
trying
why
they're trying to go back. They constantly seem to be trying to go back to that old way that they used to operate those companies, which is that they try to be cheap and save money everywhere. And I don't know that they can do that in the future.
Well, and this is one of the things that we talk about with some of these companies. They absolutely can. And like I said, Hasbro's done it a few times. And key example, and Vinnie knows this because he has the same figure, was the Ratchet from the 86 movie line. That Studio Series Ratchet is absolutely amazing. It feels hefty in the hands. It's solid. It doesn't feel like it's going to fall apart. It's not cheap at all. And it's a reuse of an older mold, but they corrected the problems with the older mold.
Yeah, you were saying that.
Yeah, that's smart. And again, thank you, buddy, for sending that one.
Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I just, figured you'd want that one that was either that or Ironhide that I could easily get. Otherwise, I would have had to search for.
Oh, cool.
But yeah.
Nice. Yeah, Ironhide. Yeah, they're the same mold. The Ironhide, right?
I think they're basically the same mold. Yeah,
I think they made some. There's like slight differences, but yeah,
that's cool though. Yeah. Well, they had the head and the port for the what do you call it? The sirens.
Yeah. Well, that would be the lights. The sirens actually would be on the grill.
Okay. Yeah. You're right. My bad.
Time Profit. Unless Trina's got some, never going to happen.
Unfortunately, mine are gone. I didn't keep any of my stuff from childhood.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry. That's sad that they're gone.
Yeah. The only person I knew that had a collection of them was my daughter, and she does not live here. Hence, they are not getting shown. Where my neck is at. Frankie's talking about. To be honest, the Optimus Prime pop was very detailed. Nice.
It actually was, but. It's still a Funko Pop.
Yeah, I think, doesn't Adam have a Optimus Prime Funko? Or
no, I don't.
Oh, okay.
I've got the Juggernaut that was a bobblehead, and I got a couple Joker Funkos my daughter got me, but that's it.
See, now you're going to upset. You're upsetting Adam.
That was.
Adam's collection is not complete now. Soul Sassy says his was a NECA Gorilla Xeno that had a broken socket. It couldn't stand or sit up like the pictures. Wow, that sucks.
Damn. Wow. That sucks. Hopefully you sent it back or took it back.
Soul says Trina collects My Little Apocalypse ponies.
Oh, that would be cool.
Oh, Papa, are you a pony prophet? Oh, no. We're getting attacks in the chat. Guys, take it easy.
I still thought that was hilarious, though, that Vladimir Putin banned a brony convention, basically. Or whatever it was, or it was just, I don't know if it was just an in general My Little Pony convention, but yeah, him banning that was hilarious.
These people. But I think we should get into the heart of the topic of today's show. And why do we collect? I mean, I know for myself, there's a lot of different reasons why I would actually collect. One is like recapturing stuff that I had from my childhood, or maybe not. Maybe adding to the collection of stuff that I never had when I was a kid that I really wanted to get. Some of it's because we're so much in love with some of these franchises that we've grown up with. We still feel like we need to have those physical representations of those franchises with us when we're collecting. Other people, they do it just for monetary reasons. Maybe they collect because they think there's going to be value in it later on. There's a lot of different reasons, but mine, once again, it has to be a franchise that I like. It's something that I'm interested in. Every once in a while, I do come across something that is completely out of the purview of franchises that I knew that I just find so interesting that I feel compelled to get it, and I can't explain why. Sometimes there is no reason when you're collecting, but collectors in general, they really do love all the stuff that they collect, and the stuff that we don't love, we tend to get rid of it really quickly, or maybe I take it out in the backyard and shoot it.
Purposes. Yeah. If you don't break it, then you move it really quickly, and it just becomes somebody else's.
I should sell fluffy pigs. Vinnie, I mean,
that would be a hilarious merch for the channel too. It would be like those stuffed animal plushy things, and then have guinea pigs made of everybody.
I wanted to get pigs like that made at a collective, but I'm going to pass it over to Vinnie right now so he could talk about why he collects and what his thoughts are on it.
Yeah, similar to a lot of other people. I mean, you grew up with these franchises, and especially now that technology and everything, the sculpting, the articulation, the paint jobs, like we're getting things that we didn't really have back then. Or you look at the comparisons, it's like, okay, we had like the 3 3/4 figures, and they were cool for what they were at the time. But now having 6-inch ones with fully articulated, extra accessories, stuff like that is really cool. It's fun. But as you said too,
you've said that one before, Papa Cotton, but that one is hilarious.
What's that?
So sorry to interrupt, Vinnie. It was just a comment. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. Sorry.
It's all good. But yeah. I mean, and again, certain things, it's like, yeah, we were as kids, you didn't really have the money for it. I mean, I know a lot of us, we don't have the money for it now, but
yeah, that's kind of the thing. But I got more money than I did when I was a kid, so that's another thing behind it. Is like Tommy was saying, toys you wanted when you were young or whatever, and I collect them, and then they might be worth something. So
yeah, there was a whole bunch of stuff like we couldn't get them, we couldn't afford them at all, especially back then. And it's like now, yeah,
your parents are only going to buy you so much stuff, and as a kid, you kind of want everything. So
right. Yeah. But it's that, and for me too, it's also because I am a creator, and like I've grown up on these things, these stories, these type of things. They've influenced my work. So like having those kind of representations of them as well, that helps me in a massive way. Or even if I'm stuck on something, if I'm having like brain fog on a page or some shit, like I might even take a figure or something, kind of just like fidget with it in my hand, not even really playing around with it, but just kind of looking at it from different angles, and it might give me an idea for something, and I'll put the figure down, and then I could just start drawing something cool out of my head, like because I like to like make up little scenarios or stories about certain things that I'm working on, and
it can help bring you back into that child mindset when you would be playing with your toys and would be making up stories in your head, and then you
sort of
for writing.
A lot of writers mindset. Exactly, a lot of writers do that as well, though. But it's to tap into that, like you said, it is to tap into that thing when you were a child, because you just have these cool free thoughts in your head without any weird shit attached to them, and it's just like it's like it's that what if thing when you're writing as well. It's like, well, what if this, what if that? That's always going to lead you to that next awesome thing, that next big kind of adventure in a story, And I think a lot of the toys and video games, shit like that, video games too. I mean, you're playing as these characters. You're going into these different worlds that don't exist. I can't really go back in time and like I want to go explore Rome off the rooftops and stuff. And that's Assassin's Creed. They covered that. They have that. They have historical aspects to it. It's shit like that. Or it's like Spider-Man swinging around a city. Like we can't do that. We'll never be able to do that. But in a video game, you could do shit like that. Figures, it's like you're recreating these poses, these cool things from the comics, from cartoons, from movies. It's cool to have that shit around,
right?
But yeah, I hope that answers kind of part of why I collect as well.
No, I think that's pretty much how a lot of us feel. But just in case, we're going to pass it on over to Trina, and then Slasher, and then Lurch and Adam will give their thoughts on it as well. Trina, you're up.
Yeah, I actually think DVB hit the nail on the head. He says we collect because the things we collect are symbolic of a fond moment in time. Yep. I think that's a perfect, very succinct. That's exactly why I collect what I collect.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Slasher.
Oh, sorry, I was muted while Trina was talking. Well, it's been like I'm not able to collect as much as you guys are these days. Every week you guys got like fucking 20-something new figures. It's been a while since I was able to add to my collection for numerous reasons. Room being a major one.
Yeah, I feel that.
It's kind of like I agree with what Vinnie was saying. Like, these are characters that, like, seriously, like, there's so many people where if you walk into their house as a man in his 40s, you walk into their house and you see they got a shipwreck figure on their mantle or something. Like, chances are, if you're a 40-something-year-old dude, you're gonna be like, "Oh shit, shipwreck." You know, it's like these are like, even like characters like that, they stay with you and stuff, and it's cool to have, like, you know, stuff from your, like, because when my last bout of GI Joe craziness, when it came to eBay, what I was doing was I was getting some figures that I had back in the day that were either lost or stolen or broken, you know, and I was getting other ones that I didn't have, some stuff that I wanted from that era that I never bought back in the day. And like, as a kid, it was always cool using your imagination. You could have crossovers and stuff. Like, you could have Marvel guys versus DC guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just something that stays with you. Because I remember I was in my 20s, and maybe if this wasn't a situation when I was in my 20s, maybe I wouldn't have been collecting heavily when I was like maybe 25, 26. This girl I was with, she was collecting stuff too. She brought me to the store where I ended up spending hundreds of dollars at somewhere like later down the line as the months went on.
So what you're saying is someone just enabled you to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you know, I probably would have got back into it anyway. But it was cool to see that, you know, like, it was cool to go to a store and see that, like, you know, all these figures, because it was
But that's it too, right? Because this newer stuff is like, it's even cooler that, or like you said, characters you didn't really have, or you lost them, or someone stole them, or they broke, and now you see all of them there together, and it's like, oh shit. No, I hear you, but I've been there too, where I've done it in waves, where it's like I'll stop collecting for a very long time out of nowhere. It's like either because I can't,
and then when it hits, it really hits.
That happens.
I love it, Papa. I seen it right away. Yeah. Embrace your TPOs. And what's going on, Decepticon? Good to see you. Yeah, he's been selling his extras in his toy collection just to buy shit like toys for the kids, just the extras though. I hear you. We all sell stuff when we have to, but you know, sometimes you don't want to part with stuff, but yeah, when you have extras, it makes it a lot easier, especially if you already got your main collection.
Exactly.
That's the point in buying extras, especially if you're collecting, is that you can get rid of one.
Yeah. Well, I had done that with the Arkham Knight, or the Batman Arkham figures. Like, I had most of them that were in the packaging still, and it's like, I'm not displaying them. I think there are better figures out there, and I saw that they were kind of worth some money, so I sold them to a toy store or it also helped me make room. You know, it was a good, like, I think 8 figures or something.
Yeah, it's like can't remember which stream it was, but somebody was saying, you know, I think it was ETEP. He was saying guy math. You know, you get rid of one figure to buy 20 more.
Yeah.
think that was like yesterday or the day before, but
Yeah, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. Because originally at the G.I. Joe, I was like, yeah, I'll get like maybe the first series and a couple of main characters I like. And then here I am with fucking God knows how many.
Many dollars later.
Vinnie,
Yeah.
did we have a
Yeah.
talk about that new exclusive special
You
edition
son of a-
gargoyles?
We did. Yeah, I'm hard pass on that one. No.
You know,
No.
deep down in your heart, you really want it.
Not deep down. There. I think I would prefer the stone one, the Sega one.
Yeah, I still see that one a lot.
Is it on sale yet?
No, I've been looking. Believe me, if I catch it on sale, you ain't even gonna know what happened. It's gonna show up at your doorstep.
Oh shit!
What's going on, Bo?
I saw it at a Walmart, and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, maybe next time if there's still a sale on it or whatever, and then it wasn't there anymore.
We're so
I
far
do that every time, Frankie.
So far, it's been pretty consistent with everybody. We're pretty much saying the same reasons why we collect. But Lurch, any different thoughts, or you pretty much in agreement with everything?
Yeah, I've been pretty much in agreement with everything you said. That's pretty much the reason. Yeah, I had stopped collecting entirely for like the past 5 years because a lot of what I collected was Star Wars stuff. Well, 7 years actually. But I just mean, yeah, I guess I stopped for 7 years and then pretty much got rid of everything about 5 years ago. So that was all like Star Wars shit, which is basically what I used to collect. And so, yeah, Tommy basically convinced me to start collecting Transformers and stuff, just his channel and everybody really, I mean, Vinnie and stuff like that, just everything that people were collecting or whatever. But yeah, I don't know, just gives me something else to collect, I guess. Other than that, nothing different.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, basically I'm in agreement.
Yeah, I would say that there's been quite a few that I've collected over the years. And you know, one other thing I didn't mention is the quality of some of the newer figures that are coming out. The quality is one of the things that gets me interested again. And then when the quality is not quite as good, that's when I usually kind of like back away from those lines and I won't buy anything for a while. Like I had that for a window of time. Transformers putting out part of their Generations line that were pretty low quality. So I bought some, but I didn't buy all of them. Now, they really started stepping it up after Combiner Wars, Power of the Primes, and especially leading into Siege, and the quality just kept going up. Then they had a short window where the quality started going down again, and I didn't buy as many. And then all of a sudden, with this new Legacy Evolution, they started picking up the quality again. And that's why I started getting interested again and started picking up some more of them. So I would say that also plays a little bit into the collector. You know, like when you start seeing things that are really quality, it's like, oh, I definitely got to have that.
Yeah, that for me was the biggest factor for getting back into collecting something else. Is basically after they killed Star Wars and I got rid of all that merchandise, that was pretty much the merchandise that I collected. So, like, I mean, I collected other things, I guess, but that was like the main thing. And so after that, I was just like, well, I guess I just won't collect anything. But yeah, the quality of certain figures definitely makes them worth purchasing. The detailed molds and the computer enhanced designs.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. What's going on, Bone? I see Bone has also entered the chat. Bone already starting to drop links. I know usually our man Curtis would be here, but I know Curtis is having problems with the old YouTube. The YouTube demons, as it were.
He needs to just move over to Rumble.
The sons of bitches, man. They're just ruining everything. Frankie says he collected Matchbox Hot Wheels. This past year, I started picking up some upscale diecast cars. Nice.
I guess I started collecting those too. So yeah, I've been collecting a lot of model cars. If they're
Curtis is here. What up, Curtis? I'm sorry, Lurch.
Oh, hey, Curtis.
What's up, man?
Oh yeah, I was just saying that. Yeah, I forgot about that, but yeah, I started kind of collecting those again too. Got a bunch of the ones from when I was a kid out, and then I also have my dad's, which are really old.
Nice,
awesome. Adam, all on you, buddy.
Oh man, it was supposed to come up. Well, let's see here. I say it's because we don't want to grow up. We're Toys R Us kids, man. Period. Send them right there. Yeah, that's why. Yep, that's why. Because we're Toys R Us kids. Yep. We didn't have all this cool stuff back in the 70s.
Yeah.
And then, like, for some of us, we were lucky enough to have kids and they got to grow up. And then I started getting my own stuff and making my own stuff and the collage walls and meeting great people that do things I like, such as DC and Marvel and, to the wrestling belts and hanging out with ETEP and, all you guys that, all of this. To me, this is kind of like a collection because we're sharing our collections, the collections that we've all picked up one way or another. From meeting Adrian Paul and getting him to sign the McLeod Claymore just right up the road to, meeting Booker T in Indianapolis, and then the horror conventions where, Jeff Hicks, world-class bullshitters, get to, hang out with ETEP, Draven. A lot of the people that we meet on here that are in the area, as we always say, hey, come on out. It's going to be fun. But yeah, man, I mean, we were poor. We didn't have shit. It was like stuff from Goodwill or yard sales, for quite a bit. We, working class families and stuff. We didn't have rent because my grandmother gave us the house, her house. That was it. So we were lucky in that aspect. But yeah, like we didn't have a whole lot. We had Legos and Star Wars, G.I. Joe, Transformers. But like I was saying, I think one of the first shipwrecks we got, or the very first G.I. Joe I got, was Mutt in Junkyard. That was the very first one I got new in the card with the card. To the Galvatron that was in the collection that I was playing through earlier that I picked up on eBay for like $5 because he's all loose and missing a hand and all that. But again, I had one. I used him to hold up a carbon fiber hood, so you didn't see the hand anyway. It was plastic.
Yeah,
so, it's one of those. Again, being creative, using things multiple times. I've got things on the wall again. Stuff I've cut out from packages where it's like I don't know when I'm going to use this, but artistically I know I'm going. And now it's on the Vinnie wall, because I'm like the only person that literally got a piece on, a print that was supposed to be an 8x10 or whatever of one of your prints, and they had the watermark on it. Instead of throwing it out or whatever, I just turned it into the part of the artwork on the wall, along with the rest of the artwork that I have, including some of yours, but I mean, again, it's just, I'm lucky enough to be in that kind of a situation. And again, it was Batman and Joker. And I never Gwen Stacy'd it much, but the fact that the man himself got that book from you, Stan Lee,
dude.
I mean, and again, the Batman piece too, the fact that both of them, and then with the Batman pieces right there showing off, I mean, I'm sorry, dude. It's a great collection with a 6-foot mannequin sitting behind you.
I think so, man.
So, and again, you're lucky enough through this, all of us meeting through on here one way or another, then to be able to show off our collections as many times as we do and all the things in the times that we're living in now. That's one of the things that help keep us going, I think, because if we didn't have this to talk about, let's say everybody just quit talking and everybody's mad.
Yeah, it'd just be doom and gloom every time we met.
Yeah.
It'd be like, so what are they doing to fuck up the world this time? Yeah, exactly. That's all it would be.
Yep. So now at least we can talk about, hey, this was better then, and this is why.
Right. That's the Rumble portion of the Friday stream, folks.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. For sure.
Right before how should I say that? D-bigging him?
Yeah.
D-bigging him. Because Chris Fisk started that. Embiggen me.
Bigging me. D-bigging me.
Soul Assassin comes up with the drive-by comment of the night.
What car is that coming up? Creepy. Drive-by!
He says Shawhan looks like the Statue of Liberty's pimp.
America, babe.
That was a good one.
Papa was talking about he grew up seeing his mom's good china in the cabinet. My daughter growing up seeing all my Star Wars stuff in the same cabinet. And he also said that he said my daughter told me when she started high school that it was embarrassing that I had more dolls than she did.
Yeah.
Shit.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Who gives a shit what they think? It's not a doll, it's an action figure. Oh, yeah, 150 with all the Matchbox cars. Nice. Open up and draw your car out. Yeah, good stuff. And Curtis, thank you, man. I'm sorry that you're going through that shit with YouTube. I'm still there every damn day of the week. Goddamn cocksuckers. They drive me nuts. They between them, the internet, and everything else. Ugh.
All Hot Wheels cars. Everything behind me that I've showed before, that whole wall, the one corner still is, but that whole wall behind me, what's there you see, all of that used to be Hot Wheel cars. All of that.
Wow.
And as you can see next to the other Joker, there are still cars there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they're the $5 ones. But yeah, I mean, this entire wall was nothing but Hot Wheels and yeah, man, all the from Star Wars to Marvel, DC, you name it, man. It was all over the place.
Wow.
And again, on the opposite side of the other than where the dogs are, that's the Star Wars room. That's where all the figures and stuff are. So, and the Legos and everything. So, I mean, I'm serious, man. It is like, I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. I've got probably 15 sets of Legos to still put together. I just have nowhere to put them in this home. I need a bigger office.
I hear you. I don't want to grow up either. And I think I literally do have a million toys to play with.
Oh, man.
And then there's the ones that you get to play with the guinea pigs.
Yep. Oh, well, they get their own toys. And believe it or not, there are certain guinea pig toys that every last one of these guys love. And it's stupid, simple shit. Like there's this little wheel thing with a ball inside of it. The wheel is almost like a cage. So there's little bars going around each end of this cylinder-like object. And it's got a little wooden ball in the center that rattles around when they mess with it. Every one of the pigs love the holy shit out of that thing. They roll them around. They chew shit out of them. They have a blast with them. I can't even tell you how many I've gone through, but they like that shit. You're damn right. I'm going to buy it for them.
It's cute.
Thank you, Curtis. Curtis is awesome. He's dropping links for everybody in the chat, man. Him, Bone, drop some links. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for doing that every single time.
Cool. Yeah, man. I hope you're having fun with the Tomb Raider game, by the way.
Yeah, Tomb Raider remastered. Awesome. Trina's thanking Curtis as well. But yeah, I think that really is the consensus for why all of us collect. There may be different reasons at the time when we're picking something up. I mean, sometimes it's just a character in particular that no matter what version they come out, I want to get it. And I've only had a few times where that character, that toy did not meet expectations and went back. And one of the most recent was the Studio Series Gamer Edition Cliff Jumper. Boy, did that thing freaking piss me off to the fucking high heavens.
Yeah, it did.
The Gamer Studios ones were both hit and miss. It was figure to figure in that line.
It's funny too, Tom, that you said that. It's like there's specific characters that like almost no matter what you'll get them. Mine, it was Optimus Prime, Spider-Man, and Wolverine. For some reason, it's like I don't know what it is. It's like if it's those characters, I pretty much got like a new awesome figure. If it looks pretty cool, I'll just jump all over it.
But yeah, it's cool like, they actually remastered it instead of remaking it. Because a lot of times their excuse is just, it'd be cheaper to just make a whole new game. And that may be, but...
Well, years ago, they
just remaster it.
They did remake the original one, and they did two others. But yeah, seeing that they did it like this too was cool.
Well, that's what's cool about it is a lot of times that's what the fans will do, but then the actual companies, they'll just come out with a remake of it that's actually a completely different game.
Yeah.
Like that's people were wanting them to remake Morrowind for years, and then the fans just ended up making mods that run it on different engines and stuff, and then they ended up coming out with the online Morrowind for the online thing, which has nothing to do with the main game series, talking about Elder Scrolls. But that they do that where they just screw it, we'll just integrate that into a new game or whatever, or come out with a new one. So that's cool. They actually remastered it.
Yeah, I'm happy that they did that. I'd eventually like to pick that up, but not right now.
Yeah, Papa's saying the nastiest welts he ever got from an ass whooping were from a Hot Wheels track. Said he'd take a wooden spoon over that any day.
Now, my race car tracks, Tommy, too. The old ones, man. Those sons of bitches, those hurt like hell. Too.
Oh, I remember I found a few of them over at the house. Those things are nasty as hell.
Yeah.
Still, the worst I ever caught was from the Star Wars Imperial Blaster. That was the worst whooping I ever caught. That thing hurt like a son of a bitch.
Wow.
I'd say worst I got was from some dollar store dart gun. Remember those? Remember the dart guns that had the suction cups, but like
The dollar store
load,
ones had the hard plastic
the
shit on
loading part was fucking real hard, and it was not short either. So me like a fucking genius one day as a kid, my dad bought me this shit. So I'm sitting right next to him on the couch, and I decided to assassinate him. And he broke that shit over my head. That hurt.
That hurt.
Well, I'm sure the plastic spike I tried to shoot into his head didn't feel good either.
That's
It's not like you threw a lawn dart at him. I'm just saying we had some pretty quick.
I caught him point blank range with that shit.
Yeah, lawn dart could have potentially been fatal.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, we know.
What are you talking about? Those were fun times.
No,
These
they're
damn
awesome.
kids-
We didn't
I
have a
don't
lawn.
think lawn darts should be like illegal or whatever they are, where they just don't make them. But yeah, they still are a great weapon. I mean, they're basically.
You know what? You know what's fun to get to? Yeah, you ever heard of bocce balls?
Bocce balls.
Bocce balls. Yeah. Throw one of them at somebody.
Yeah, even just the ball.
Crack a skull.
Or a
It's a fun
crochet
game,
ball,
though.
the solid wooden crochet balls or croquet. I think that's what those. Yeah, croquet. Basically, it's polo, but on foot instead of on horse. Yeah, one of those would probably be a nasty thing to get hit by too, or just a hammer.
Well,
Soul Assassin
mallet.
hits it. Lawn darts was just the '80s way of culling the weak.
Well, the bocce balls too, because they had different ones, but they had to have some weight to them. How you play the game, how you throw it like that. But they had some that are metal as well, and
that's what I'm talking about.
Like a bowling ball, you can actually throw it. Yeah, exactly. The metal ones would be the worst.
I'm just saying, if you're playing with somebody that's got like a steel plate in their head, the sounds that could make, amazing.
Oh my god.
I mean, I'd have a hard time not like having a high-powered magnet and then letting it go.
Oh, gee. Get like a neodymium magnet or a really powerful electromagnet and switch it on. Just watch it fly across the room.
Could you imagine, like, go back to the 80s and have the magnets of today, those little sons of bitches we didn't have?
Yeah, the neodymiums, yeah.
Well, Chris has that on his new campaign. He's going to have those. Yep. He's got the rare earth magnets that he's putting onto his acrylic pieces, and it's like, oh my god, dude.
Yeah, that's what should have been in that Cobra Commander figure's shoulders to hold on his cape.
Yeah, well, you know what?
Neodymiums.
I
don't know why they aren't integrating those into figures in terms of the main.
And they're super cheap. They're super cheap because I bought a whole bunch of them that I use for my battle bots because some of the armor strips off way too easy. So I actually found these. Oh my god, there's microscopically small little mini round magnets. They're so tiny that if you were just like looking at a table, you would never see these damn things. But they're extremely powerful. I mean, it wouldn't take much to put them on. But real quick, Soul Assassin, Hot Wheels track. Man, I got hit with a Game Boy cord. Still got some scars on my back that freaked the docker out once.
Jeez.
That pop cotton, nothing more deadly than a lawn dart with a wicked spiral.
Yeah. No shit. Like, seriously, though, especially if they were the ones that have the longer tips, because some of them had shorter tips. They didn't specifically put, like, really long tips on them because that would just be a weapon. But, I mean, they are anyway. I mean, that is way better than like a stupid shuriken or any of that crap. And most throwing knives don't fly very straight unless you're good, whereas that you could just huck it at somebody.
Yeah, because those had weight on them. We had the ones with the long tips, and when my parents used to have 4th of July parties at our house because we had the pool in the yard and everything, and a trampoline, so everyone had a blast at our house, and well, my parents used to drink, and so me and my cousins were having a good time, and we were stupid because we were young, so we would throw them straight up in the air and then just run.
Play chicken. That's called chicken.
I miss that stuff.
But remember, not only did we have lawn darts, we had horseshoes, actual fucking horseshoes to throw in a pit.
We had that too.
That thing you just explained, Trina. I had friends that used to do that with like M80s.
Oh, geez.
That's great.
Arrows.
Shoot an arrow. I was gonna say an arrow was the most common way to play chicken, but yeah.
And we used to fire fucking like if somebody in our group had a Roman candle, they were shooting it at somebody. There's no
We
way
had
that
bottle
Roman
rocket
candle was,
wars.
I did that.
that Roman candle
Yeah.
was not going
Yeah.
near the sky. It was being
I
aimed
did
at
that
someone.
once with the freaking mortars, the like 76-foot mortars, the ones that go, almost 100 feet up, firing it by hand like some sort of weapon, whatever. But yeah, I don't know how effective that would actually be, but it definitely startles people.
I could
It's
picture.
not- it
I
doesn't
could
have
picture
debris in it or
Lurch.
anything.
I could
It's not
picture
like it's
you
got
like that
shrapnel.
guy in the video in the hurricane, where he's sitting there with an American flag just facing the hurricane winds. I could see you doing that with a mortar launcher in one hand and the flag in the other, just saying "Hell yeah, America!"
Right.
Oh man.
Yeah,
That's
and
Papa
not
Cotton.
only
Roman candle fights were awesome back. They were so much fun back then.
well, Adam
It
mentioned
tests your skills, your
You
reflexes.
can still get Roman candles in certain
It really
states.
does test your reflexes.
Especially the ones with the
It's a test.
firecrackers.
It's a
inside
test
them.
of it's a test of wills. It really is.
well, Frankie's talking about horseshoes, and that's something that Adam had mentioned. And Adam, you forgot about the other one, the other one that went right along with horseshoes, the old school quoits.
Yep.
Big round freaking hunking pieces of metal.
Oh yeah, those.
I don't remember those.
Oh, you never played quates before? Oh,
No.
Jesus. Don't ever get hit in the shins with one of them.
Yeah,
They almost look like that Xena weapon, except, a little more compact.
Yeah, exactly. They just got. There's like a name for a weapon version of one of those from India. I forget what that thing's called. But yeah, it's very similar to horseshoes. It's just it's rings instead of horseshoes.
A chakra.
Yeah, chakra. There it is. Yeah.
Okay.
It's more of that useless information I have.
Well, it's not really useless though. I mean, like, I don't know. I could make a chakra. They're kind of interesting. The hard part of them is that they forge weld them. But yeah, you just got to work the steel all the way around and then get it hot enough to forge weld it. Probably add a different piece of steel in the middle because it's hard to forge weld the same type of steel together. They don't want to go together no matter how hot you get them. Throw borax on there, still doesn't want to go together. But yeah, anyway, they're kind of cool just for their art because they used to make them by hand and then forge weld them together and it would be one continuous band, which modern people take for granted. But doing that by hand, which is how they used to make them, is actually kind of tricky.
Now, Papa's talking before 9/11, throwing homemade pipe bombs into bonfires was a shiznit. You had an interesting life, Papa.
Before 9/11.
Thank you, Papa, for making my brain work again. M80s and a wrist rocket. Cigarette.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
You'd have a Marlboro, and it was lit, and you. I still got all my.
Make sure you got enough fuse because you can actually buy aftermarket fuse and give yourself however many seconds you think you need.
Oh, I mean,
If it came with a really short fuse, you'd want to be quick about that.
It isn't good about that long, and you just light it, and you just wait, and
Yeah.
And yeah,
At a regular burn rate.
Is it any wonder that most of us from the earlier eras, like Generation X, like Papa was saying, we had interesting toys that like cap firing guns and stuff like that you just don't see anymore. I remember when they first started, pussification, the toys started, and every gun had a sound effect instead of actual caps that would fire.
Or when they would start putting, if the gun was actually colored like a gun and not like neon colors, they used to have to put the orange.
Yeah, remember the first
they
thing
started
that
getting ridiculous.
Splasher was at what was it? Entech that had the
Intertech.
Intertech.
Yeah. And they started having to put the yellow tips on the barrel.
Yeah.
Well, here's one. I don't know how many you're going to remember this one. The early cap gun stuff that they had out there, like they had some of they had metal die cast cylinders and everything like that, but they had this one that would look like a little bomb. So it had like the little tail fin, and it had the bomb front and the part in the front, and you would put the big blasting cap in the thing. And
oh yeah, the one thing you throw in the air, or throw at somebody, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I never got to
use
use one of those. I
people threw 'em
remember
at each
seeing them.
This is things were solid die cast too. So if you winged it at somebody's head, not only would it hurt, but it scared the shit out of them. The cap pop.
Sounds like me and my friends would have had a lot of fun with that.
Put a charge in there that isn't cap, so don't buy.
Tommy, what you're saying is that would be a bomb.
The bomb.
We had the best toys, man.
We
See, our toys taught us how to survive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dive, duck, run.
Uh-huh.
I mean, granted, maybe some of the kids that came out of Generation X wound up looking like that soldier in Ukraine, you know, the one that wasn't mentally fit to be there, maybe after dealing with some of these toys, but we still had a blast doing it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know the retardation levels keep going up, so I don't know that it saved anything. Like,
That's true.
This is why Gen X is like the smallest.
that's a statistical fact. I'm not kidding. Like more people have like mental problems than ever before, and yet they made the world completely safe. So
yeah,
they
but
didn't
that's
hit their head more than likely.
we
And
talk
that's
about
what
that
happens
stuff on
when they
Vinnie's
took away
stream,
all
not
the
the toy
bullies,
stream.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, look, bullying sucked, but we all caught an ass whooping or some bitch got their hair pulled, right? Like it was okay, fine, it happened. And nowadays we're just gonna give, because I know people are trying to say like our generation was the ones that was given trophies. I'm like, I wasn't giving shit. Like
Yeah.
No, no, not at all.
It's really the millennials that kind of started.
Yeah, it was. Our toys
It just
bullied us.
everything's gotten really weird with what they're calling Gen Z. I'm assuming that's because it's the last generation of humanity. But
Look, we had, like this is the reason why we had to have labels on these toys. It's like, hey, moron, don't choke on these small parts.
Put it in your
Fucking
mouth.
moron.
Well, like, we live in an era where the batteries have to tell
Hey,
you
you
not to
choke
drink.
and die on this. It's your fault, you fucking moron.
Oh shit.
Age 5 and up.
When you buy coffee, it tells you it's hot on the container. Even after it's cold, it still says it's hot. I mean, like they just have to warn you just in case you didn't.
Seriously,
know
it's because of morons why they had to put a
it's also
disclaimer.
lawsuits. Yeah, dumb shit where basically
Because of morons is why
and
they
they
had to
took
put
advantage.
disclaimers in front of Beavis and Butthead episodes, dude.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like Beavis and Butthead. Yeah, that's a role model. Like, oh, you keep like it's a fucking
Hey, man.
cartoon.
Wait a minute.
Like,
Yeah.
They liked nachos. They watched MTV.
I
and
know.
we
I'm
had
just
kids.
saying, like they fucking hit each other in the head with baseball bats and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I would
How you
hope
tell
people
them
were
what pellet
smart
guns,
enough to realize
Slasher?
that it was a
I'm just saying, like morons came and ruined everything. Not
True
not
that,
just
true
this
that.
generation. It's been around. It's been around.
Yeah.
It came out
Again,
in
when they started eating Tide Pods, bro. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, okay, that was probably the pinnacle. You're right, but I'm just saying.
bro.
I'm just saying it's been around. It's
Yes,
been
you are
around.
correct. It's been around, but I think that has to be the top of the pyramid.
I think so. It's a little hard to beat that.
Because we missed out on the Boba Fett having a rocket launcher because of people choking on shit.
I think I know what Time Prophet was talking about, where they were like apologizing for the cultural offensiveness or whatever bullcrap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Got
ridiculous.
your apology right here.
Right.
Like seriously, if you write a novel, do you have to apologize because he runs across some Indians or whatever?
Well, they think so at this point. Getting back to Slasher's point with the freaking ridiculousness of stupid people. Really, at this point, they might as well just change the whole age and up thing. They might as well just put mentally proficient and up on all the toys from now on.
Yeah.
So we couldn't even have Slinkies then, Tommy, because some dumbass is going to try to eat it. That's why they made them plastic, isn't it?
Someone's gonna hang.
Well, that was
themselves
probably
in
also
prison.
just for cheapness. I mean, you can still get the metal Slinkies in certain places, but a lot of them are made out of plastic.
I think a lot of them were rusting and kids were getting
Getting lockjaw.
Yeah.
Yeah. More or less.
Don't lick the rusty Slinky, kid. It's no good for you.
The plastic was always
lick this
bent.
door handle instead.
Yeah, the plastic was always bent. They didn't survive.
I know, those were awful.
They sucked.
Maybe it was something ridiculous, Adam. Maybe some kid tried to put his wiener in a metal Slinky, and that's why they banned them.
I'm
never
thinking
know. It
maybe
could have been a
somebody
variety
tried
of
to stick
lawsuits.
it in the outlet, Tommy.
It was probably Hunter.
Yeah, potentially.
You're probably correct, Vinny.
Right?
And Tony Khan. We'll put them together because why not?
Oh man. Well, I'm going to take us back with another toy thing here. So I got one more toy break, and it kind of leads off to some of the stuff that I've seen in the we seen in the toy hunt video. So here we go with your toy break for the evening.
They got a few more of these WWE superstars. You got Typhoon, Bray Wyatt. Could have swore that I've seen this one before. Papa Shango, Mr. T, and the Honky Tonk Man. Pretty interesting. I don't know if they got. They also got a Mankind one, and they still got DiBiase and Undertaker available. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Check that out. That is pretty cool. Deluxe mask, removable hockey mask, Jason Voorhees. That is pretty neat. I don't think I've ever seen that one before. That's pretty damn cool. I'm not sure what the price tag is on this one because it looks like it's out of place, but I'm definitely interested in that.
I figured you would appreciate the honky tonk one. That's why I sang the little song for you, Vinny.
I like that Mr. T and that Papa Shango are dope. I like those.
Yeah, they look pretty damn sweet.
Did you find the Undertaker for yourself yet, Tommy?
Oh, I got that a while ago. You
I
kidding?
thought so.
Yeah.
Well, also, was that Mr. T in his B.A. Baracus getup instead of
It
the
looked like it.
right?
That's what it looks like. Yeah, it's kind of weird. You think that they would have did more
was
like
WrestleMania shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Still cool.
Thank you.
I like those.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
I've never
Mr.
seen
T
those on
cereal.
before.
No,
Well, it
I
gives you
picked
something
up
else to buy.
I picked up Ted DiBiase. I picked up the Undertaker, and there was Ultimate Warrior. I want to say there was one more, and I'm forgetting who it was. I
And
picked
I've
up
never
at least 3.
I've never seen that Bray Wyatt wearing that.
Yeah, I know.
costume.
When I seen that a while ago, and I was kind of like miffed, like, why that outfit? Like, why didn't they do the Fiend? Like, it didn't make any
Or
sense.
at least when he was, the Wyatt family, Bray Wyatt.
Right.
At least do that.
Yeah,
Overall, they're pretty cool figures. I mean, they're kind of done up.
Yeah, I like
almost
those. Who does those?
He-Man.
Mattel? Mattel does
Yeah,
it?
I think it's Mattel. Yeah, because they're done like the He-Man style in a way.
Yeah. I like that. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's
They are
kind of the way the AWA figures were back in the day.
Yeah.
yeah. That's one crossover that really works.
The Jason mask at the end, though, man. I so wanted that. I went back to that
Yeah, that thing
Walmart. It was gone. I was
Of
like,
course it
son of a bitch.
Yeah, that Jason mask looked damn good.
It
So I
talked.
told Pete about it, and he was like, dude. Dude.
Did
that
you look
thing-
up
that
on the
thing on the-
website, Tommy,
that
to
thing
see
on
if
the
it was
side?
up?
That thing on the side talked.
What's that?
That I thought there was some sort of like
Voice
plastic
box.
thing on the side of that mask.
No, that was just a sensor thing.
Oh,
Yeah, if you try to steal it, it'll
Yeah,
go
well,
off.
those things still
Yeah,
exist. Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't
they
know.
do.
I thought in
Yeah.
this lawless country things like that didn't exist. Sorry.
Do they have are they loaded with like paint or something too? Do they explode when you try to leave?
Some of them do. Yeah, I think clothing stores have those kind of tags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember those back in the day.
You
They're
mean
letting
like
in a
what they
bunch
put
of
in the
future
bags for
doctors and
bank
lawyers, so
robbers?
you gotta put those tags.
Yeah, something like that.
Like you're not getting out alive with this Jason mask.
It's
Whoa!
a little bit of TNT.
You're in the car. Fuck!
That's when you get near the front of the store, you just find some random sucker. I bet you don't have enough the balls to walk out the door holding this for me.
I'll give you $1 if you
Make it explode on them while they're sitting there going, ah! And that's when you grab it and run.
I like
Yeah,
that on
you have somebody basically run the distraction and then pretend to chase you and give it their all, but like know that you're a little bit faster than them so that you can make it believable. Yeah, I just set the whole thing up.
Shit.
I like it.
But that is literally all I have, Vinny. Anything else on your end?
No. I think I pretty much have everything as well. We covered a lot tonight. You know, I think we had a pretty good conversation regarding all this stuff.
No, I think so. I mean, I definitely had more stuff that I wanted to bring to the table. Once again, you know, I give a shout out to CenturyLink for doing absolutely fucking jack shit as always. People stuck ass 7 different ways of Sunday, and Lumen, yeah, you need to do better. You need to do better. You need to put CenturyLink out the pasture, get rid of it like you promised you were going to do, and give me the damn FiOS because I'm tired of this shit. Sons of bitches. Pick could do so much more, but I'm being hampered by jackasses.
Yep. You're not
We
wrong.
all are.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Awesome. Thanks, Curtis. Yeah, guys, if you haven't checked it out, be sure to check out Vinnie's book. There's still some time. There's still time to get behind this thing.
Yes,
you
please
can.
do.
Yeah.
It's
actually pretty good. I read the first part. I don't know what volume he's on now. I don't know how many there are already. That one.
Shadow of the Kraken?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was the first issue.
Yeah. That's what I mean is I don't know which issue you're on now.
Yeah, right now I'm working on City of Venus too.
Okay.
And again, it's a lot of work because it's just me doing it all. So, and I'm making
That's
sure
cool.
people have like the
that makes it
top
more
quality.
impressive for sure.
Oh,
The
thanks,
fact that
man.
You don't like have an editor and a writer. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
a lot of people would point it out.
Through the whole book with these guys off air, you know, and we try to make sure like everything was going to be perfect and stuff. Like, you know, my friends were my editors, and that helped in a big way too. And I'm happy they got a chance to read it all firsthand as well, which is extra cool as well. There's a few of them that were very excited, like they weren't expecting it. And I know Adega, he didn't want spoilers. He said he wanted to get it in his hands and read it for the first time in his hands.
Right.
But Tommy and Chris, they were doing voices for it, and I gotta say, Chris's black woman voice is fantastic. It's cool.
I swear somebody had brought a bucket of chicken to the panel that night when he was reading it.
Yeah,
but
THC.
the newest book, which again I did get the email, so the printer. They did dispatch it, so I should be getting it, I think, by next week. And as soon as I get my copies there, it's the Volume 3 art book. Once that gets in hand, it's going out to everyone. So, please jump on it as soon as you could. They're very limited. Once everyone else's orders are all taken care of, I'm going to count up to see what I have left, and then I'll probably put a number up there, and once those are gone, then the campaign gets closed. So it's not staying open forever. But yeah, people still want to help out and they want to support it. Yeah, please jump on it now. Because like if we get some kind of miracle or a whole bunch of sales happen, then it could stay open. But I don't really foresee that happening right now because it's just an art book. But it's a beautiful art book, and I did step it up for everyone.
Really good.
Yeah, I gave her. It's perfect.
I showed it to my sister, and she hadn't read it. I gave it to her, but lent it to her to read it. And I don't know if she's read it yet, but she thought the art was really impressive. So.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
I thought the art was really cool. I actually read the damn thing. But
I'm happy.
Seeing if other people liked it, and the art's definitely impressive.
Thanks, man. Yeah, because I got a connecting universe too, so things are going to expand to other stuff. But as is, if you just want to read the pirate book and just enjoy a pirate book, I'm trying to do it in a way where you don't have to necessarily get everything else. But if you do, you'll start to see the connecting elements between everything. And like I said, that's why I have different genres and I'm kind of jumping around. So, but it's fun and it's cool. But the art book, it is perfect bound. So just like Shadow of the Kraken, it has that beautiful binding on it. It's so flat, and every page looks absolutely it's gorgeous. The way that the printer, really they did an excellent job. So. But yeah, that's happening real soon. Like I said, they're shipping it to me, and once I get it, I'm shipping it to you guys.
Awesome. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna run down the panels, and everybody's gonna let you know what they got going on. Let's see. Who do we want to kick it off with today? Let's kick it off with this.
Shitter was full.
Oh. I'm Larry.
Goddamn son of a bitch. That's what you're supposed to say.
What?
You're supposed to say, you son of a bitch, you gave me the shit entrance.
I don't even care. Anyway, you did that last time, I think, too. So I just was like, apparently that's my entrance now. Well, fuck you too.
See, now I definitely have to change it up next time.
Anyway, I just upload random stuff. Follow my channel. Doesn't really matter. As long as you watch it, I don't really care if you subscribe.
Awesome. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us, Lurch.
Yeah, it's fun. Always great to hang out with everybody here. And,
Awesome.
Panel, the chat. Everybody's great.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. It was a blast having you.
Yeah, thanks.
We're going to kick it on over to...
And all day long, I put up a dog's ass. Just bang, bang, bang up his ass. That's my pleasure.
Yep, that's my pleasure. Don't you know? I have no idea where I'm going to be because I don't even remember what day it is right now. It's Thursday. Yeah.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah, tomorrow's Friday. So, yeah, we'll be on with Vinnie. And then Saturday, maybe we'll be doing some Mario Kart or Fortnite or something fun. I don't know. Yeah. And then who knows? Of course, Monday night I'll be on with Itapakulian for the Monday night fun time we're going to have, I'm sure, once he figures out exactly who we're having on. I love Etap. But he's on with World Class Bullshitters tonight. So, hey, go check them out after we're finished here. They should still be going, I'm sure. The men's room on Fridays as well. You know, sometimes I try to hit the men's room. So, yeah. And then we'll have lots of fun because, again, we'll be on with ETEP and then wrestling. And Draven might be doing something here and there. And, you know, you never know. Maybe Tony will show up.
Tone, don't be no bigot.
We being a bigot, Tone. We miss you, Tone. But yeah, man. Other than that, thanks for having me on. It's always fun. Go buy something that you like. Go have fun. Go read something. Get off the stupid social media for a minute. You know, go get a book and read it, or go get a coloring book and color at this point. I don't care, but go have fun no matter what it is you do. You know,
and that book could be one of Vinnieart's. All the links are down in the description below, and the awesome people in the chat have been posting as well. Check that out.
Eventually, one day it might be Tommy's book.
Yeah.
Eventually. We got to hope that a certain offspring, the seed spawn, she gets off her ass and finishes it.
Just gonna grab her by the feet and throw her around like a rag doll. Where's my book?
I'm going to shake her ass until all the pages come out. Adam, thanks for joining us, as always. We're going to kick it on over.
Hey, I'm stuck. I can't transform. Oh, thanks. I think.
So, thanks for having me again. This was a blast. It's great to be back streaming with you guys. There's nothing new on my channel right now, but there will be some new content coming, some new toy videos. Other than that, I'm usually just hanging out with these guys. And hope you all have a great night.
Awesome. Glad to have you back with us, Trina.
Yeah, it was great to have you back.
Thank you. Good to be with you guys.
All right, we're gonna kick it
on
on over.
For a while.
I know, right? Don't do that anymore.
That's all right. He came back home.
Hey, Prime, what do you think Megatron's gonna do to Starscream?
Nothing gentle, I would say.
Hey, thanks for letting me chill again, Tommy.
As always, man.
Yeah, man. That's it.
I know. I think taking one day at a time. Eventually,
Yep.
Slasher will be coming back, paying tribute to the late great JJ, having some more movie talks. I'm looking forward to that. We still have that one in the burner. Which one was that again?
I Come in Peace. I should even stop mentioning it.
You go.
I haven't followed up on it. A lot of things that happen and streaming is like people sending me invites. Cool. Streaming on my own channel is kind of like
No,
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll
It's
get
because-
there eventually.
It's become kind of like there's a bit of a problem sending links now because of the keypad on my laptop. So anyway, yeah, thanks for letting me chill.
No, always, man, always. Let's see. Let me see. What else do I got? Here we go.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah, that's right. It's going to be me this time, and I'm going to let Vinnie exit out the stream. Guys, you know what I'm doing. I'm doing the BattleBot stuff. I'm doing the toy videos, and of course, showing off the pigs, having a blast while I'm doing it. Try and find new and interesting ways to beat YouTube and their suck-ass algorithm that wants to keep playing games with me all the time. I found a few new ways, and I'm going to share that to my lovely panelists as soon as the stream is over. But it's always a game with these people. No matter what you do, it is never enough. And it's bad enough when you're fighting YouTube and other creators that just can't stand your guts. Suck it, you bastards. You'll never get rid of me. You may piss me off. You may get me down, but I'm just going to find a way to come back and irritate you just a little bit more. But yeah, there's always a way around this mess. And unfortunately, when you're dealing with companies like this, you just got to find that one way to get past all their nonsense. And I know many of you out there in the chat have seen it, felt it yourselves, like our man Curtis. I'm Not Creative 22 has put up with it quite a bit. I know Papa has. I mean, how many channels did they take from Papa? How many channels did they take from Wes? It's just nonsense. It's absolute bullshit. And don't trust Elon Musk either.
Nope.
Vin, it's all on you, man. All on you.
Yeah, guys.
Not okay.
But it's okay because it's on me. Yeah. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about some stuff over on the Friday Underground stream. And since we're going underground, we're going to be talking about, well, basically the Escape from New York. Not necessarily the movie, but kind of what's going on right now. We'll hit a little bit of what's going on with the AT&T thing and the possibly what it might be. But that's going to be for the Rumble portion of the show, and we'll try to hit some other topics as well. Yeah, it's about an hour to an hour and a half as usual. So if you guys want to tune in, please do. We'll be streaming on YouTube, Rumble, and Facebook. Like Adam said, we'll probably end up doing some kind of, I don't think it'll be on air, but I think say Saturday we might be hanging out and doing some gaming or something. But you never know if someone is doing a capture card thing or not. But Sunday, yeah, we're back to the round table, and we'll find some other topics to hit. I do want to start getting into more of, like, I don't know, the comic book type things or even movies again. I think there's a couple more new series that dropped as well on the streaming services, so maybe we'll check out those. Frankie's been telling me that there is Resident Alien with Alan Tudyk. That's on Netflix now. I do want to start watching those because that guy's just funny, and from what I hear, the show is actually pretty damn good.
A funny series, Vinny. I think you'll like it.
Oh, sweet. Well, then, yeah, if you already watched it too, then yeah, maybe we'll cover that on some streams as well. That could work. But yeah, you guys and girls are amazing. Remember, keep supporting all these fine people on the panel and my books, of course, and yeah, the other fantastic creators that you do see on my channel. Yeah, everyone, you guys have been great. Thank you for the people who are watching on Facebook, the ones who are also watching on Tommy's channel, my channel, and everywhere else. Yeah, let's see if we can go out. I switched over so we can have a laugh again. But yeah, folks, please have a great night. Remember, kick ass while you create, and don't take shit from nobody. Peace.
Excuse me.